あなたには犠牲になってもらいます。ファーストクローズ。
Hello, 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 hello. Oh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Into the Hollow Knight, the Edmonton FGC's first round-robin league for Undernight In-Birth, EXC latest for the Sony PlayStation 4. My name is EFGC's dad, and joining me for our first match is Jordan Desu. The first match is going to be Frost up against Riddle. It's a first to three round-robin for all 9 members of this Unis League, and we're kicking things off with a bang. It's our resident Wallstein player, Frost, and the Ori Money Match Lord, Riddle.
Damn, already grid broken. Is he going to take him to the corner? Yeah.
My audio is slightly delayed. So we're going to just turn it off and turn it back on again.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
There we go, okay. All right, so yeah, like I mentioned before, this is going to be a first to 3 round robin. We have 9 participants in the league. They are Jordan Desu, Mr. Kevin O'Rex, Justin McGhost, Sham, Riddlemaster, Frost, Tronner, Marble House, and Shibby Wan.
Steven starting off decently.
All right, big Vorpal lead. Man, that trade was messed up. I think he got a comboed off it, though.
Might have not been able to.
It was kind of dicey, though.
Yeah.
All right, Steven's got to watch Vorpal here. No Fake Steve. Fake Steve did not opt to enter this league. All right, gets through the anti-air. He's got to watch Vorpal, yeah. Some key shields there from Frost, winning him the Vorpal cycle.
I think 6-6B would have punished that backdash there.
Yeah, either 6-6B or like 2-3-6A probably. All right, solid comeback here from Ben. He should have this cycle unless he gives it up with shields and force functions like he did. All right, block on the overhead. The classic VO in the corner there from Ben. Oh, nice press out of the 6B. Ben, as per usual, just opting to backdash. Good reaction.
And wins the cycle. Chooses to use it.
Yeah, doesn't get much of a conversion off of it, though, and gives Ben a chance to win it back. Oh, big counter hit. No conversion, though, and just catches the mash. Maybe an up back. But we're all tied up here in game number 1.
Gets anti-aired by the E-slash. E-persona slash.
Yeah, Ben's got to watch his 2-2s in neutral. There's been quite a few spots recently where people just been dashing up and hitting him out of the recovery and startup of it.
Usually he's pretty good about it.
Yeah, that's another staple from Ben is VOing through people's supers. All right, knockdown chooses to cash out. I agree. One more mix is all he needs. Dashes under. He's got to watch Vorpal. Gives it up. Just chooses to sit and defend. Had the right idea off CS, but didn't quite capitalize, and this should be it. Yeah, even with the red beats. And that's Riddle taking game number 1.
Best of 5?
First to 3.
Yeah, okay. Damn, long games.
I should put that here. First to 3 round robin. First to 3.
Best of 1.
So yeah, the format for this league, like we mentioned, it's a first to 3 round robin between our 9 players, and then the 4 highest placing people first by match wins, then by point difference. So if you win a set 3-0 and the person you tie with wins a set 3-2, you will win that tiebreaker because you're +2 on points.
Okay. Man, that's wild.
So the top 4 will move on to a first to 5 round robin between them, and then the 2 highest point placers by the same rules will play a first to 7 for the prizing. It's $5 entry for our 9 competitors, so there's $45 initially, and depending on things, I might put a little kick into the pot.
Yo, shit.
We will see. We will see how big that kick is. All right, both players just taking some time before the next match.
Are you also in this?
I am not,
Okay.
because we need it's kind of conflict of interest if I'm running a league where I can win money.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. All right, who is it? Just first place that gets anything, or is it?
Depending on what the pot ends up, there might be a prize for second, but currently it is winner take all.
Okay. Totally fine.
All right, here we go. Game number 2. Last one was kind of close. Still a little bit of antsy from both sides, but
Right.
we'll see where we go from here. Game number 2. Oh, just dash up throw from half screen.
Damn, already.
And already a lot of whiffs from Waldstein. Not a spot you want to be in against Ori, but Ben's whiff punishing isn't quite to where he'd like it to be. It is something that he has been working on as of late. Solid aggressive play from Steven. Does win him the first cycle. Good break and anti-airs as well. Catches probably a 360A. Nice reaction.
He loses a cycle, though.
Yeah, CS got him out, but it was late enough in the cycle that it didn't allow him to continue controlling Vorpal. Oh, empty force function throw, no 5-8 check. Green shields to push him out. Wins him back Vorpal as well.
Nice.
CS spends the bar to get out.
Mid-screen.
Yeah, no good Oki off this for Waldstein, but this is a spot where you're comfortable being, but unfortunately not a spot where Steven's comfortable being. Unblockable wasn't quite far enough. Close enough, I mean.
Stuffs the Divine Thrust, which is really nice.
Yes, Riddle is Ben. Sorry, I should be using people's tags. I always get mad when like commentators for other stuff use people's names and you don't know them. But when you know them, it's hard.
All right.
Which is why, like, normal tournaments, I just use, like, character names. Unless it's a mirror, in which case you kind of have to. All right, misses the knockdown, but no big deal.
Claps him out of Divine Thrust.
Yeah,
Again.
Clap is actually a really useful tool for catching Ori trying to charge Divine Thrust, but counter hit CS. This should be a grip of damage, in the words of Ebonic Plague. Yeah, 39-12. Does 37-50 without CS. Jumps over. Good shield. Could have taken his turn back. It was pretty deep. Oh,
Size
no,
of the knot
yeah, no
spend
2-1-4C for the side switch. Yeah, catches him reaching a little bit. Needed to spend the meter in order to get through that. No invincibility on Waldstein's other command throws.
Strange DP.
Yeah, Steven getting a little bit wild. And Thanatos is really useful at anti-airing. Because of that, you can use the first hit to catch the jump, and if they delay the jump, the follow-up will hit them out of the air as well. Oh, grid break catches the green shield, the reaction 6B.
Now that he has CS, he can really make some.
Oh,
stuff
good tech
happen.
on the empty throw.
Oh,
VO
no
in the
punish.
post-CS situation. Something Ben will commonly do that people haven't really picked up and punished on yet. Oh, caught a press, and that's Riddle rather going up 2-0 in this first to 3. Ringo in all caps. Your name is in all lowercase letters, so no, you cannot join via netplay. Don't worry though, Ringo. You are leading in disqualification points.
Yo, really?
Yeah, Ringo is the tournament leader in disqualification points.
But how? That's
Because he has
crazy.
1 disqualification point and nobody else has any.
Oh. I thought he had more, though. Didn't he get taken out of a few locals, though?
It's only, I'm only doing disqualification points for this. If
Oh,
we count
okay.
lifetime disqualification points, Ringo's ahead. Actually, no, Ringo's behind because Doug would be leading in disqualification points.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, no anti-air, just fuzzy backdash, actually.
Chooses not to take his turn back. Not to Divine Thrust.
Solid force there from Frost with the JCCS, but doesn't quite get a good capitalization off it. Doesn't catch the shield, but the fade back charge JC does catch the anti-air attempt. Waldstein notoriously difficult to anti-air with that charge jump in. The stagger pressure, spend the bar. Is this enough?
Nope.
No, a drop, but catches him getting antsy in the post-drop situation. And this is set point here for Riddle in our first to 3 of Into the Hollow Knight. Oh, takes the air tech reset. That reversal is in fact invincible for Waldstein. CS doesn't get him out. Yeah, just chooses to 6-6B his way back in.
The funny thing about that reversal is that the first hit, the first frame,
The first
where it's
active frame is not invincible anymore.
Yeah. So
It's just like a Merkava reversal, where you can actually trade with it.
Oh, wait. 63 or 236?
Merkava 236.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots where you'll see Merkava's doing Wake Up 236C, and then it just trades, and then in a lot of spots, the person who traded with it gets a combo after.
You should win the round here now.
Yeah, he has the meter to spend. Should just cash out with a 236C.
Yep.
No point saving it. You're on your set life here. And Ben continuing not to play at an advantageous state necessarily in neutral, just still opting to back up very far.
He really doesn't need to.
Yeah, that hit was pretty big because it won him the cycle off it. He had backed up a little bit too much beforehand, so he couldn't have won it with a successful thrower and assault. Oh, yeah, committed to the string already, didn't react to didn't hit confirm. That was an interesting Abare option, but it does work out. So Wallstein in the spot, yeah. Take the plus frames, run the mix, frame trap, gets the counter hit.
Nice Oki. Oh,
Yeah, VO just goes through the meaty 2C. Overhead, no, goes low this time. And as CS to continue extending, just goes low. Probably a 360 mash there from Frost. And Riddle taking our first set of Into the Hollow Knight, 3-0. All right, so next up, we will have the man who you've been listening to alongside myself, Mr. Jordan Desu, up against Kevin O'Rex, one of our newcomers to the uni scene, plays Hyde, I believe. Mr. Kevin O'Rex. So we will see how this goes. I haven't seen that much of Mr. Kevin O'Rex myself, so I'm interested to see where his level of play is at the moment. And I'm curious to see character choice from Jordan Desu. Was a Byakuya player for the long time, but has been learning on, working on a Chaos, rather. No, it is not Fardo. Fardo is not in this league. The artist formerly known as Hydro City Zone, the artist formerly known as Fardo, the artist formerly known as That Guy Is All Blood or something like that. All of that fun stuff. So yeah, some of our, I suppose, like traditionally higher seeded players aren't in this league, which makes the league very interesting because there's a lot of people who, just looking at the entrance, could win. There's probably 4 or 5 players who all have a really solid chance of winning this league and the minimum $45 prize. All right, we're just waiting for the players to sit down so we can get our next match underway. In the meantime, thank you everyone for tuning in. Joining me on the microphones, the man fresh off his victory. He's not a jester, but he is in fact the Riddle.
Yo, that is me.
Congratulations on winning your first match of Into the Hollow Knight.
Thank you.
Very controlled overall. Still some of the signs that we've been talking about, but
Oh yeah.
obviously it takes a while to integrate something into your game plan quickly.
Yeah. I honestly don't plan on that for the stuff we talked about to be integrated this week.
Yeah.
That's for next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
shoot.
takes a little bit.
Yeah.
So Jordan Desu versus Mr. Kevin O'Rex. So I did see him playing Eltnum earlier, and I knew him as a Hyde player. So we'll see if it's the Hyde or the Eltnum. And it is in fact the Eltnum from Kevin and the Chaos from Jordan.
All right. I believe this is Kevin's first week with Elton.
Oh, okay.
So
we will see how this goes. It's nice. We have a couple of our more beginner players in this league, and I was mentioning earlier that like our traditional higher seeded players aren't in the league, so it makes
Yes.
it very open for the majority of the field to win.
yeah,
It's very difficult to just look at this league at a glance and make a solid prediction on who's going to win. There's a lot of people with a very strong chance of winning this league.
Yeah, I looked at the bracket and I went, well, this could go any direction.
All right, so here we go. Game number 1 of the first of 3. Jordan Desu's Chaos versus Mr. Kevin O'Rex's Eltnum.
All right, starts it off with a 6C.
Yeah, stagger 2A. The one thing that I've been wanting to see if Jordan improves on is his control of neutral by placing Ozzy between himself and the opponent. There were a lot of
Yes.
spots in some of his last matches that you guys would have seen on stream where he was approaching either with the dog way behind him or way ahead of him.
Yeah, which gives the opportunity to run in and just kind of do that.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly like you saw there, where with Chaos, it's a little bit difficult. Oh, they forgot
controllers.
buttons. There's always someone who forgets buttons.
I'm just glad it's not me this time.
It, in
usually
fact,
is.
it's not you this time. I imagine we're just going to keep going into it. So this is an interesting spot for Eltnum because,
All right, wait.
okay, buttons were still a little bit off. That's all right. We're getting comfortable on the stream. Okay, just taking the reset. So, like we were mentioning before, as a Chaos player, if you throw the dog too far forward, then you leave yourself exposed. And Chaos with not really any strong reversal options. The only like solid reversal he has is Force Function, the roll, which is it always has 8 frames of whiff recovery. So if you're prepared for the roll, then it's pretty easy to punish.
Yeah. And one thing I've seen Kevin have a hard time with just recently is like opening people up. So he's actually been incorporating tick throws in there as well. So that's
Yeah,
good
and
to see
tick throw is
him.
a very strong option for Eltnum. With her large stagger windows and her like very advantageous forward advancing moves.
It makes people want to just keep holding down back unless they're shielding. And if they shield, then the tick throw becomes much more scary.
Exactly. Now there is the spot later where like once Eltnum has enhanced bullets, it's a little bit, it's a little bit more difficult because you now have to shield the charge 2 through 6A in order to make your 0.
Right.
But we'll get to situations like that if we do. All right, high counter doesn't quite get the counter hit confirm. You can actually dash up 2C and get a full combo even from
Oh.
full screen. All right, +3.
All
Nice
right.
jump in.
Good
Oh, and he's got
combo.
some confirms too. All right. So for the week 1 Eltnum, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, you can see some effort has been going into it.
Oh, caught the press. All right, have to hold the dog. Yeah, assault to jump over the 2A press. And this is where Chaos gets his big damage in the corner with a 100 bar.
Yeah, that's. I believe that's plus. The dog bite, right?
Yeah, so pretty much all of Ozzy's moves on block are plus naturally.
Yeah, so you have to block the overhead. You can't anti-hear it.
All right, solid pickup. That one's a little bit tricky to get if you're not used to having bite hit there. All right, big knockdown here in the corner.
Roll doesn't go through.
Yeah, so if you let one of Ozzy's moves hit and then do the roll, there are some situations you can set up where Ozzy will actually pull them out of the corner, and then when you set the bite, you can have it be a cross-up.
Yes. Okay. So that's something Jordan may have been going for, but just didn't quite get.
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky timing to get until you like understand exactly how the cross-up protection and everything works, but that right there is a very powerful option for Chaos.
Yes.
So Chaos is able to chain shift the first, I believe it's 2 to 3 frames of an Ozzy move on startup, which then makes Chaos actionable again. So you can do 2-2A, the bite, block, and because Ozzy is directly in front of you when you do 2-2A, that's the range that he'll come out and bite. So you get quick bite. So Ozzy comes out on frame 3.
Right, and that's kind of like a decent reversal option too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually, in my opinion, Chaos's best reversal tool. Just because it lets you either take your turn back if they block, or if they continue to pressure you, you get counter hit bite, which is his best starter.
Yeah.
A very useful tool to watch for.
Good tick throws.
Yeah, been incorporating those well. Has
And
been
not too
maintaining
much.
control over Vorpal as well.
I know that my main problem when I was starting out like learning tick throws was that I would always do them, but like it's kind of the first round he's shown them consistently.
Yeah.
So makes it harder to react to for sure.
Yeah, and Jordan not usually someone to option select either. So tech throws can be pretty useful. Yeah, sadly the 2-3-6C not quite picking up.
All right, 6C checks the dash.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to read a book. Yeah, catch him getting a little bit antsy with the bite.
Oh yeah, that's big damage.
Look at the damage. Almost 4K. If he did 2C instead of 5B, it would have been like 4.6. Just saying.
Eh. Damage is damage.
Damage is indeed damage.
But more damage is better.
More damage is always better. Oh, actually just outside of the range of bite there. I was kind of wondering why Jordan would opt for 2-2 ACS there. Usually at a farther range like that, you would want to use something like 2-3-6 ACS.
He already won 2 games, right?
Oh yeah, he did, I'm sorry. Good catch.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah, at a spacing like that, you can use a 2-3-6 ACS, which accomplishes the same thing, but it actually puts Ozzy on them immediately.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 3K combo.
Yeah, that was shades of like the optimal mid-screen confirm. Just the microdash away.
And that's a big confirm.
Will win Vorpal off this?
Ooh,
no,
yes.
not if he drops there though. Yeah, anti-air with the 2-3-6B, and that'll do it. Jordan Desu taking it 3-0 over Mr. Kevin O'Rex. All right, so the next match that we will have for you is we can't do anything from round 2. Where is
Drew and Steven or me and Kevin for that one?
let's get Marble House and Frost as our next match. Steven, you're up next against Drew. Yeah, we're getting through as many of these as we can. If other people are fine with playing 2 matches in a row, then yeah. There's 5 people here.
Oh yeah, I can play Jordan. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so Jordan is going to stay on, and he will be playing Riddle. Oh yeah, actually, Ben, get Drew. Drew, you will be up next against Ben. Drew, can you get Drew for his match on stream? All right, so we'll be having Marble House up against Riddle. Why is this monitor still doing this? That's okay.
That commentary, bro. Hey, man. My commentary is not very exciting.
Wrong. Get some confidence.
Okay.
Speak up. Okay, please.
And joining me back on the mics, it's Jordan Desu. Fresh off of his win over Mr. Kevin O'Rex. Welcome back. So this is a match that I actually haven't seen for a minute. I haven't seen these two play in a little while.
When was the last time I saw these two play? Jeez.
Because we haven't had brackets for a little bit, just with the cold. It's been absolutely freezing here in Edmonton the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So not surprised to see a lot of people just opting to either choose to not come or have their cars not start. Big sad.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
It's a little rough when the cars don't start and stuff. So Marble House, of course, playing Merkava. Riddle, you saw him earlier playing Diori. If I remember correctly, I believe Riddle won the last time these two played in bracket.
I think so too. Oh, it was in grand finals, wasn't it?
I think it was in losers finals.
No, because that was the day Ben won.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here that week, so yeah, that
Yeah.
that would have been the last time that they played. But first to 3, so similar to the last set, but a whole different setting here. The round robin league, so you always have a chance to win back some games if you don't come out on top in your first match.
I think this is going to be a pretty close match.
I think it should be a very interesting set for sure.
Setting up worms early in neutral is very good. but then missing Swoop is kind of sad.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. This matchup, the neutral in this matchup is definitely interesting. Just with Ori's ability to whiff punish from really far away, but Merkava shares that same thing, but with superior zoning.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, but smart to cancel into the fireball afterwards, still leave himself in a decent spot. Maintains Vorpal control during that block string as well. You do actually lose grid if you block while you have Vorpal.
Yeah. 2B and 660 is really good at trying to catch people stand tagging, and that's a big one.
Yeah, Crouch Shield gets grid broken. Should be the round here for Ben. Alright, spends all the meter. That's alright. Guarantees the kill.
Ben B starter combos!
Yeah, and this same kind of style that you see from Riddle, just opting to yield a lot of space early on, something that we are trying to get him to work on, but it's difficult when it's something that's been brought to your attention in the last 2 days. So we will see if the next week, if he can incorporate some of those things. Solid responses to the dive kick in the corner.
Solid defense right now.
Oh, big grid break. Was about to win the cycle back.
Yeah, now without it, he is pretty much dead.
Yeah, empty low drop. Keeps it safe. Oh, big hit. Does he get the shield? He does get a shield. Wins himself back to cycle and just counter pokes with 2B. 1 round apiece here in game number 1.
Wow, A Divine Thrust isn't even reaching from there. Kills the worms off.
Yeah, killing the worms is good, but Merkava still with a considerable lead in Vorpal. Vorpal in this matchup I find super important, just because it makes Ori have to respect worms a lot more. Like you saw in one of those previous exchanges where Merkava tried to set worms and covers approach that way, and Ori just killed the worms with 2B.
Yeah.
Merkava in Vorpal, the worms are in fact undestroyable. Hard combos, let's go.
Ooh.
CS gets the reversal.
Drew ahead in the cycle now. Or close.
Does Drew get a shield in time? No, so that'll be Ben. With this cycle, just chooses to spend it immediately for the higher damage confirm.
It's early in the cycle, so I can't really blame him.
Yeah, spending CS early on in the cycle, like Jordan was mentioning, is usually a good decision just because it gives you enough time to win back the cycle. Because you are locked out of winning Vorpal again for a small portion of time after you change ship. No punish. That shield's timing is tricky. And Ori's 2-8, not the largest either to get the 5-frame punish. Good break, the fuzzy dive kick, the Merkava special. Ooh. Chain ship, no press.
That actually doesn't hit you even up close, unless it's 2-2C. I don't know about 2-2B though. I know 2-2-8 doesn't hit you.
I don't think 2-2B would hit either.
Yeah.
And with a scrambly final round, Riddle coming out on top in our first game. But first to 3 round robin, we will be seeing a lot more Under Night.
Yeah. Hopefully Ben shows us some other OSs other than 180, which kind of blew him up a little bit.
Yeah, it's important to mix in multiple OS options just so you don't get blown up for doing one thing repeatedly. Yeah, no meter to extend, so it just takes the knockdown after BDP. Alright, CS, yeah, unfortunately didn't have meter and didn't have time to low crush. So the 2C meaty will work out. Wins the cycle, but the low crush doing its job, counter hitting the 2B press.
Yep.
Yeah, Ori 2A is so difficult to see in post-CS situations. But it's okay, that's getting fixed in the next version. We'll have the wonderful red flash. Good block on the instant overhead as well from Ben.
Oh.
Doesn't have to spend the meter on the confirm, just takes it for the approach.
I think he should... No.
He has to spend another bar to kill him.
Oh, chooses to do so.
Yeah, spending the bar to guarantee the round, and especially while Merkava has full resources, if he does get a hit after, you would have lost that round. Maintaining the momentum is important.
Misses his 2C link.
Yeah, that's a big starter for Ori too. 3750 off that. No shield, so +1.
That also loses him the cycle too.
Oh, the good setup? Yeah, because if you do that setup with Wormoki, the worms will trigger the frame that they stand. Empty low, grid broken again. I mean, this is just one of those rounds.
Ooh, was going for optimal again just to get the round. But then he drops it.
Yeah, would have needed a couple more hits into IWX, into IW rather, to finish it out. Opts to save the meter. Works out in the end. Leaves in a pretty good spot here.
Damn, that went overhand.
Yeah, 3C actually going over 214A.
Nice. Oh. That was a very nice delay tech to get out of the OP situation.
Yeah, the 2B press, unfortunately, not auto-correcting to deal with the force function over. Takes the plus frames. Run it again.
Didn't believe in the hit.
ESCS for DTCS, yeah, and there's the Divine Thrust.
Ben up 2.
They've been pretty close thus far, but, you know, Riddle just getting a little bit more comfortable in the rhythm of this matchup, and Marble House still a little bit off, it seems. It is their first match, so
yeah,
understandable that they might not be entirely comfortable yet.
Drew's, Marble House still has a chance to come in, so
I mean, I've seen him reverse 3-0 in spots like this before, so
yeah.
This is the beauty of having nice longer sets to work with in this round robin. 3C is -2, I believe, so you do get to take your turn back.
Ooh, Ben was mashing. Caught the throw.
All right, control over the cycle.
Man, Ben just kind of misses those every time. It's really funny.
Yeah, and he's very stubborn as well. We'll just continue pressing Kara throw until eventually it works.
He's not even car throwing.
Yeah, sometimes he just doesn't get the delay right and misses the empty dash.
Ooh,
Assault didn't quite believe, though.
I think that was stand tag.
All right, gets a worm down. Nice press after. Wins in the cycle. He could have killed him there if he wanted to, but had a high enough health lead that you can afford to not spend the resources.
Yeah.
And now this is set point here for Riddle's Ori with full meter. Merkava's going to have to put a lot of work in here and understand the game plan. Man,
Yep.
reacting to 214A with EX Thrust. And that's one thing that we've been wanting Riddle to work on is the whiff punishes.
And he's been getting them down, so nice.
And as funny as that
Ooh.
looks, Marble House has been going into the air in a lot of those ranges. So pressuring with Divine Thrust is a solid option to keep Merkava either blocking or trying to contest. And contesting Divine Thrust on the ground is quite difficult to do.
Nice.
And just Riddle's Ori, too good today.
Yeah. It's been really, really solid.
Coming out super good thus far. Where is this match? Here we go.
Last round? Yo. Wait, how do you get ties in this?
So tiebreakers, so it's first based on match wins.
No, like, there's a thing for ties. You click on it.
So if we were, they just have that in there. Because we're doing first to threes,
Yeah.
we can't have ties. But if we were doing, say, a 2-game set or something like that, then there are
that's weird.
formats where you can have ties, especially if you're doing like longer season sets, where if people will play each other like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Then some leagues I've seen do 2-game sets instead,
Okay.
and then use that to do tiebreaker rules. But I think it's always better to do a first 2 set, just so that you have a clear winner, and then it
Yeah.
makes it, especially when it comes down to the end of the season and dealing with tiebreaker rules, it makes things a lot more straightforward to see.
Oh.
All right, so the next match that we could have is you playing Steven would be the best next match, just because you both have had a break.
Okay.
Steven! All right, so both of our players are getting ready to sit down. it will be Jordan Desu, who you've been hearing with me, against Frost, the Waldstein player. I am assuming that Ben will want to hop on and help me with the call. Steve, you want to hop on? Okay. I will continue trying to get Fake Steve on. It's always nice hearing him talk about this game. But there are prerequisites for getting Steve on the mic, and those prerequisites are not currently met. So then, as I thought, joining me back, it's Riddle.
Hello.
2-0 at the moment.
Yep.
Looking pretty good thus far. So our next match, Frost up against Jordan Desu. Waldstein versus Chaos, I would assume.
Yeah, I actually don't know how this matchup goes.
So this matchup, depending on how both players choose to play it. Oh, he's actually playing Byakuya.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
I was wondering if he might do this, because this is... Oh, he is sitting down. Okay. This is, in my opinion, if you're... Like, unless you've practiced playing Chaos against Waldstein, the matchup is pretty hard.
Okay.
Because Waldstein has a lot of ways to deal with Ozzy, oddly enough, just because he has long-reaching B normals.
Right, and it Chaos also gives a little bit more free movement in the air as well.
Yeah, so Byakuya, a different character we're seeing from Jordan Desu, so we will give you guys a little bit of explanation regarding how Byakuya works and things like that. The set play monster of this game.
Yep.
But for right now, the buttons have been done, and we are into game number 1, Frost Waldstein up against Jordan Desu Byakuya.
All right.
And that's one move that you're going to be seeing a lot from Byakuya is 2C as a poke and neutral option. Super big button.
And it's super fast, too.
Yeah, considerably fast given its range. And this is where being against Byakuya is fun, because he has extremely long stagger windows. Some of
And
the best stagger windows in the game.
he now has 100 meters, so you know what that means.
Indeed, it's time for webs. So we'll
And
see if
there
he
it
does
is.
2 webs or 3. There's a couple different variations of
Two
this
webs?
setup. Just goes for 1 web actually to take Vorpal. I like that a lot.
He had one on the ground as well.
We always get one from the
Oh,
setup.
okay.
All right, CS leaves him airborne, just lands, empty force function that is an overhead. That's the solid first round, going
It's-
to Jordan Desu.
It's something to really get into your... It's hard to get into the habit of looking at Byakuya to tell if that's an overhead.
Yeah. Oh, drop on the confirm, but can just place a web and keep himself safe.
All right, going to reversal out of there.
When in doubt, churn it out. Nice small concentrate wins in the Vorpal cycle. We'll see what he does with it. All right, overhead CS takes the plus frames. Jordan probably looking at J2C OS. Byakuya's charged J2C is, and actually regular J2C, are really solid option select options.
Yes,
Just
they
because
are.
it'll low crush any like 2-way mash or something like that, and it will get over the throw.
And that's actually a really good air dare as well, so...
Yeah, just a very large air move as well. Pretty advantageous for him.
All
Does,
right.
however, lose pretty hard to anti-air OSs. So if you notice that your Byakuya, your local Byakuya player is using that a lot, if your character has a 3 COS or something like that, very useful option. All right, interesting wake-up choice from Frost, but does work out. Oh, no break on that.
That's 10 push-ups.
Yeah, 20 frames to tech Waldstein Gold 360B.
All right.
Shield, yeah.
It's going to get caught by the webs.
Yeah, Waldstein does have 2C to deal with that. There is a point where the web isn't active yet, and you can hit Byak out of the air.
Oh, interesting. I always assumed you would just have to block that out.
Yeah, most characters you can actually either, if you have like a traditional Dragon Punch, you can just DP out, so like Wagner DP, Eldon DP, Ori DP, and things like that.
But you have to do that before they get active.
Yeah, so you can do that either if you have invincibility, you can just invuln through the web as Byak's crossing you over, or you can also just run under before the web activates, and then eventually Byak will run out of air options and just fall down, and you can punish him. All right, but the command throw mix gets started.
All right.
Zone him out, but yeah, J charge 2C. It's a good button.
Yeah, it is.
And Byak's meter gain, absolutely insane.
All right, put him in the webs.
All right, just takes 2 webs. Force
Overhead.
function CS to confirm and keep it safe. Builds himself the bar again, but small drop on the confirm. Jordan hasn't played Byac in quite some time, so I'm not surprised to see his Byac a little bit rusty.
Even still, though, Jordan's Byakuya is very scary.
Oh yeah, the game plan, once you understand how to play the character, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
You know, you might not be able to drift on your bike the first time you get back on, but you can go around corners and go up hills.
Yep.
Oh, just dash up 360B. Actually not a bad option against people who like showing round start dash block.
Which Jordan, you'll find he does that a lot.
Indeed. And that, what you just saw, is what the main usage of Walled 360B is for, is actually catching shields.
And you saw there, actually, Walled JC beating out Byakuya's J2C.
Yeah, Waldstein's J2C is a very belligerent button.
He needs it.
He kind of does, though.
I know. That wasn't sarcastic.
Oh, Jordan doesn't quite get on the other side, but no break. Throws him back into the web. Has CS to guarantee the meter if he doesn't get it otherwise.
Yeah, and he
But
gets it.
he does 104 meter.
Put him in the Oki.
Byak's meter gain is, in fact, pretty nuts.
Ooh,
Yeah, force
that's-
function.
Yeah, so that's the 4th time I think he's shown force function as a meaty on the web setup.
Yeah.
So
And-
I'd like to see Frost do some adaptations on that.
Yeah, and what Frostwald would need to do is actually something good to do against Weboki in general, which is delay tech. Not like
Yes.
all the way delay tech, but slightly delay tech, because you can get your wake-up timing to trigger in the gaps between when the webs are active.
Yes.
So you can do things like wake up dash block, or wake up 5A, or the Ojito special, wake up 2C.
Wake up to see.
Man, sometimes I still sit awake trying to fall asleep, and I just think to myself, Ojito was about to lose Evo, and did wake up 2C and Weboki and won the round.
Yep. Guy's a nut.
Sometimes you just gotta.
All right.
Oh, just barely winning
one.
the cycle. Needed the natural Vorpal strip from Byakuya's web hits. And still a small concentrate. Check on the dash.
That is one thing about Byakuya. It is almost impossible to maintain Vorpal consistently against him.
Oh yeah, it's definitely probably the hardest thing in this matchup is when Byak's Rekka hits you, on hit or on block, it actually steals Vorpal. So it not only gives him Vorpal, but takes it away from you. So the net shift is massive.
And I actually don't know why that's a mechanic, but...
It is very strong.
Oh, almost gets the punish, actually, but like just a little bit too late and gets grid broken for it.
Yeah, he didn't even green shield the Rekka. He just shielded after. Man, he's just getting grid broken after grid broken. The shield timings just haven't been working out in Frost's favor. All right, jumps over the God Press. Desperation kicking in a little bit here.
And the one thing about being grid broken all the time is that you lose the ability to assault, which is a huge movement option for Waldstein.
All right, CS reversal. Oh, neutral grid? Do they know? Do they know?
Oh, misses the combo.
Okay, so yeah, actually in that spot, because Jordan wasn't able to win the Vorpal cycle, because he was locked out from having CS'd earlier, the Vorpal state was actually in a spot where both people were able to use chain shift.
Really?
Kind of an interesting mechanic that can come up periodically is if you're at a spot where no one can win the Vorpal cycle, it just resets.
Yep.
All right, so congratulations to Jordan Desu. Breaking out the Byac showed a little bit of the rust early on, but the game plan still solid.
Yeah, Jordan Desu's neutral game plan is usually so strong. Just, he knows how to space his buttons and control stages really well.
Exactly. All right, so the next match we can get is Marble House up against Mr. Kevin O'Rex. Drew, do you want to play Kev? want to play Drew? Do you want to play Drew? All right. So that will be our next match for you. Marble House up against Mr. Kevin O'Rex.
I do like to hear that comment though. So Mr. Kevin O'Rex, when he was asked if he wants to play Marble House, just says, "Oh yeah, I'll play anyone."
It's a good attitude to have.
It really is. You'll find that, especially with a lot of new players, it's nervous, especially to go on stream, and he just instantly was like, "Yo, let's do it."
Yeah, I'm game. Let's do it. Run it.
Yeah, I actually really like that.
Yeah, it's always good to have like that go-getter attitude when you're starting off, because the best thing you can do when you're learning anything is just do it.
Yep. As a old proverb says, the best way to learn is to lose 100 matches.
Yeah, there's kind of a variation of that. Ben and I here have been learning Go, among other things, and in every Go book that you'll ever read is something along the lines of lose your first 100 matches as fast as you can.
That's actually what I was trying to say, but I tried to play it off cool because I couldn't quite remember. So thanks for outing me, but
It's all good. It's all good.
at least we get them the accurate historical knowledge.
Indeed. Nothing but the finest Japanese proverbs by two people who can't speak Japanese and are playing a Chinese tile placing game.
Yes. I mean, what else would you do in your spare time?
Yeah.
Work? Psh.
Look, man, some of us have jobs that have consistent work schedules. It's actually been like mad
Contract.
long since you had a contract.
It's been terribly long. Although I did recently get paid, so I'm not like dying.
You're not super screwed. Yeah, that's the other thing with freelance is you just pray that sometime within the next 60 days you get
paid.
you get paid for the work you did.
Yeah. Especially on like construction jobs, because they don't pay out until like way
After the job is complete.
after the job's complete, and I've been there for the very start of it, right?
Yeah. All right, so we're just waiting for our players to sit down. We're just having some discussions amongst people, some pizza being eaten, usual Wednesday evening things.
Wednesday pizza?
Wednesday pizza.
But the
Thank you again, everyone who's tuned in to Into the Hollow Knight. If you've missed it, this is the first Under Night In-Birth EXE latest for the Sony PlayStation 4 League run by the Edmonton Fighting Game community, and has been going pretty well thus far.
Yeah. I haven't played in many round robins, and I really like it. Get
Yeah.
an opportunity to play everyone.
Yeah, I like Round Robin a lot as a format when you can get it. It's just difficult to do at larger events.
Yeah, especially just because it takes so long.
Yeah,
but
the time that it takes is a lot larger in general. And then you have people like, oh, well, we'll do round robin pools. Round robin pools, literally the worst idea humanity has ever conceived.
yeah, it is. But the nice thing about this is that it's a first to 3, and you don't quite often get like the longer set experience. And although it's only like one more win, that can make a huge difference in
Yeah.
how long you play.
Yeah, getting that potentially 2 extra games
Yeah.
really does make a big difference in the dynamic of the set.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to go through and like you have a set game plan, but halfway through, that game plan might have to change.
Yeah, and you
And-
have the time to change that now.
Yeah, because like in first to 2s, it's usually like you might get the time, but like it's rare. It's usually who comes in with the game plan will usually take the set, and then you come back next week.
Yeah.
But in first to 3s, there's a lot of room for adaptation actually.
Yeah, that's and like Ben was mentioning earlier, unless you like make it to finals of a tournament, you don't really get that many opportunities to play first to 3s outside of casuals.
Yeah, it took me like a year before I got into my first to 3.
Yeah,
I think that was like a money match. I had to force that.
they might have been actually. All right, so our players are ready, just sitting down, getting comfortable. So we're gonna have people on the other sides. I should check and see. I'm trying to have people grind my console to 1 million IP before Clear comes out. I'll have to check and see where I'm at some point. I was at I think 800K the last time I looked.
Yeah. What you need to do is calculate how long it takes, and then schedule it out so you have
Just do the math of how many matches I need to happen.
yeah, so that exactly when CLR releases, you just immediately hit 1 million.
Man, that's a lot of math for not a lot of reward.
I mean, bragging rights. That's a lot of reward.
Yeah, but I could just have more than 1 million before.
I mean, that's true, but that's not as cool.
It
as,
isn't. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. All right, so here we go. Mr. Kevin O'Rex sticking with the Eltnum. The 1 week Eltnum that has looked pretty solid, honestly.
Yeah, actually, I'm really surprised with like how well he's kind of feeling out the character.
Yeah, super solid to see. Was playing Hyde before, so we'll see if at later times that comes out.
Yeah. Which both Hyde and Elnum are difficult characters, but in completely different ways.
Yeah. All right, so second hit gets Merkava the Vorpal Cycle. Oh, presses out of 5cc. Plus 3 on block as well, but you can assault over it on reaction.
And so the metered reversal where he does like the 1,000 punches, you can punish if you get the right shield, but that shield is incredibly hard to get.
Yeah, if you have a 5-frame move or throw, if you green shield the second to last hit, so then you shield the last hit, it's now -5, and you can then get a guaranteed punish.
But it's really hard to get because when you consider hitting a specific one out of all of those punches, it's hard.
You gotta watch the hair.
I know.
All right, Vorpal advantage here, yeah, and the backdash for Mr. Kevin will ensure the cycle here from Marble House. Clean assault over the 2C. 2C a solid counterpoke option for Eltnum. Oh, the
Marble
crouch
House going
shield.
for the overhead.
Oh, drop on the confirm. Nice reversals out. Oh, got the hit, didn't quite confirm. Plus, take throw off. Oh,
Ooh,
and just a wake-up throw.
Wake up throw.
The
I
meaty
think-
a little bit late.
Maybe maybe Marble House was expecting a throw there.
Could be. All right, going into game number 2 here. We'll see what Mr. Kevin O's Eltnum can do in response to the pretty solid offense and neutral plan that Marble House's Merkava has shown him. Well, I guess the counter hit could have confirmed off that, but not something that a lot of people are ready for unless you've explicitly practiced it. All right, does he get the reload? Nope, but it's fine because if you drop it there, you're still +8.
Oh, misses the throw.
Already an Eltnum player matching 2B, and Drew remembers you can always assault 5cc on reaction. Oh, the good setup? Yeah, because worms trigger immediately.
Yeah. And I don't know what options deal with worms well for Eltnum.
Especially in Vorpal, where you can't destroy the worms, your only real options are like reversal and DP, which can be safe jumped in a lot of spots.
Okay.
That's why like that particular worm setup is so strong.
Right.
Because the standard worm setup where you just do 2-2C ender,
You can hit the worms out or hit him and then they go away.
yeah, before the worms activate.
Okay.
But if you get the good setup, then it's pretty difficult to deal with. And there actually you saw the unfortunate thing about Merkava 236C as a reversal is it's not invulnerable on the first active frame, so you can actually trade with it. And then fun fact about Eltnum EXDP that Mr. Kevin O'Rex used to poke out there, it's actually a 3-frame reversal.
Yo, he got enhanced bullets as well.
Nice. That's definitely the bane of every starting Eltnum player.
Oh, accidentally does 4-2-1 C?
Yeah, it was probably looking to get 2-4C and
Yeah.
held back beforehand.
And Uni has the thing where it buffers.
Yeah. It's the same thing where if you do forward and then fireball, you'll get DP.
Right, to autocorrect it.
Yeah, that most game engines have that. That was actually how I learned to do 63 motions before, is by doing forward fireball.
Okay.
All right, nice optimal. Had the press but didn't believe. Good shield does in fact win Mr. Kevin the cycle here.
Oh, good DP as well.
Nice tick throw.
All right, so the thing I'm looking for is how does he use Vorpal now that he has it?
With this much bar, I'm expecting CS on Wake Up. No, just actually opts to Wake Up and Dive Kick.
Yo, dive kick MOSing already? Ooh, whiff throw
maintains
into
the
button.
cycle.
Whiff throw is always +2.
Can kill here, actually, but kind of tricky to do. And the reversal ends up blowing through the rest of the health. Yeah, you can do EX cutting Sync Ender to get enough damage in that spot. Assault's over the 2B. Kind of funny looking because Eltnum's 2B moves her forward, so you end up on the other side.
All right, take throw.
Oh,
curve
good
break.
shield, but got the green shield instead of the blue one. Oh, he wants the setup. He's only going to get one worm hit here. But yeah,
Oh, it's
unfortunately, can't safe jump 3-frame reversals with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that setup, I believe, will safe jump Batista flash kick, which is 4 frames, but it won't safe jump 3-frame reversals.
Interesting.
And there's only 2 3-frame reversals in the game, which is
Wiz.
Eltnum and Wagner,
Wagner.
EXDPs. All right, so congratulations to Marble House coming out on top over Mr. Kevin O'Rex.
Honestly, a pretty strong showing from both players.
Yeah, considering the week 1 Eltnum, Mr. Kevin O'Rex definitely can be proud of that performance.
Yeah, Drew is no slouch. Or Marble, rather.
Okay, next up, you've not played Jordan yet.
I have not.
So we
I will
can
go
run
take a look at that.
So we'll be getting Riddle and Jordan Desu onto the stream for your viewing pleasure. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning into the Hollow Knight, Edmonton's first round-robin league for Under Night In-Birth, EXC latest for the Sony PlayStation 4. I've been EFGC Dad, bringing you this league alongside some of our wonderful competitors. And Jordan Desu. All right, so just giving you a quick recap of the matches that we have had thus far. Current leaders are, in fact, the two who are playing right now, Jordan and Riddle, who are currently undefeated 2-0. So this will be to decide the winner, or at least who will be in the lead for our first section of matches. We have a couple of people, as I mentioned earlier, who unfortunately couldn't quite make it out. It is damn cold in Edmonton right now, so people's cars haven't been starting, and then people just didn't want to come out as well, which is understandable given the fact that it is minus 35 before the wind chill. It's damn cold. But yeah, if you stick around next week, you will see all the people you've seen today, in addition to Shibby1, Justin McGhost, Troner Bonner, and Sham. Shibby1 playing Akatsuki, Justin McGhost probably playing Seth. He's been messing around with a few characters. Troner Bonner playing Mika, and Sham playing either Hyde or Eltnum. Probably Hyde, though. He's been sticking to Hyde more recently for the most part. Yeah, absolutely. Joining me on the mics, the BB Tag legend himself, the 2000 IQ Clash Switch.
Hello.
It's Bell Soul. What's good?
Nothing much, man. I'm big vibing.
Big vibing.
I like to see Kevin's progress a lot. It makes me very happy.
He's really, for a week 1 Eltnum, that is the most solid week 1 Eltnum I have seen in a minute.
I was giving him a few tips. Seems like he's applying it right away. So I'm like, wow.
Yes, it's good to see. I haven't seen much of him play before, and he's picking up stuff really fast.
Yeah.
I don't
told
know.
him-
I don't know like what his background is. If he's been playing fighting games before, but definitely always nice to see fresh upcoming uni talent.
Oh, yeah. Applying whatever I told him. I told him, don't overexert your offensive. Takes that into mind. He knew there was a gap between the 2C, was it?
Oh yeah.
The whip. He's like, there's a gap there. And he said, wow, he actually recognized it. This is hardcore.
All right, so here we go. The two current leaders,
Oh,
both
boy,
at
oh,
2-0. It's Riddle and Jordan Desu, and Jordan's sticking with the Byakuya, not playing Chaos.
Now Chaz.
Going to the OG main. All right, here we go. Round one. Riddle
the
Ori,
overhead.
Jordan Desu Byakuya. And already Jordan kind of playing how I expect to see him play Byakuya. A lot of dash blocking, just trying to win that first Vorpal cycle. And does so.
Set up the distance.
This has been really patient play from both sides. CS,
Very.
Assault J2C. Jordan will always do that the first time.
I haven't seen Jordan's Byakuya too much, but I've seen Ben.
It's definitely been a while since Jordan's played this character in tournament. Oh, the
Ooh.
2A,
Yep.
just catching the walk back. And it took a while for our first opening, but it's a big one, especially with meter for Byakuya. We're going into the webs.
Just gets his setup ready. That's the one thing I know.
All right, just 2 webs.
Ooh.
Immediate throw, no meaty. Unfortunately, the timing of the web made it so that he didn't get the throw to combo into the web immediately. But again, that dash up low. Riddle caught walking back. There's been some Street Fighter 5 footsies in
It's
Under Night
very
Ember.
patient. It's very patient.
All right, 3 webs. Misses going to the other
Ooh.
side, but
Is that a cross-up?
no.
Oh, it looks very like that.
Yeah, so how cross-up protection works in this game is once you leave the ground, you cannot cross them up until you land.
Interesting.
So even if you jump over them and hit them on what looks like it would be a cross-up in most other games, the cross-up protection in Uni will cover you.
That is very interesting.
You basically have to do things to bypass cross-up protection in this game. And I play Seth, who does a bunch of those.
So you have a very big understanding of it.
Yeah, I have a pretty good understanding of how the cross protection works in this game. All right, just 2 webs. Yeah, wants the
Grab.
cycle.
Yep. No reject.
Throw. The webs had already triggered. Ooh, catches the crouch shield. Maybe a 180. TRM successful.
This guy has no mercy.
Just casually walks out. So yeah, usually gold throws, you'll have twice the window to tech.
Yes.
So you'll have 28 frames instead of 14 frames. But you can be locked out of pressing throw if you press throw too early. And when you see
Ah.
that red flash when the throw happens, it's because they input throw
Yeah.
beforehand and they're locked out of the throw window. So they get a throw, reject, miss, or TRM.
Gotcha. It's very intense. Ooh.
Oh, actually caught a press. And there's that,
That's
that
what
jump
you
to
get.
COS that we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Counter hit. Ben has been using a Bare 8 of Mind Thrust in a lot of spots. Wondering if he either pressed that or just 5A. Jordan dealing with his grid broken state pretty solidly though. Ben though
Very
just
good.
getting the meter in time, just reversals out. Ben though's got to watch the cycle. And those walkbacks cost him the cycle there. If he had maintained his spacing that he already had, he could have continued pressuring Jordan and forced him to make a decision on whether he was on how he was going to try and contest the Vorpal cycle there. All right, metered Byakuya.
Getting the setups.
He's shown throw a lot. Goes for meaty, but actually gets a trade.
2 counters.
Caught the backdash check. So both players actually have CS right now. Well, actually, no, Ben hit CS. Okay, that was a... It's an interesting spot when, like, the color doesn't entirely save, because there are spots in this game, we had one earlier, where both players actually have change shift available to them at the same time.
Boy.
It's a pretty situational thing, but it does come up every now and again. Jordan just playing around Vorpal and keeping this pressure up.
Ben's gonna take the offensive here. Ooh.
Oh, gets a counter hit,
Yep.
but kind of a weird spot to confirm into. Needed to go immediately into Divine Thrust, and yeah, nice assault.
Salted right over it.
Checking that 6-6C from Byakuya. Does have a dead zone at the front of it. All right, and into the webs again. 2 webs usually means meteor throw.
Grab. What if you got a reject?
Yeah, and just checks the walk up after. You are -8 if you get your throw teched, but you do have to do something with your plus frames. Being plus isn't enough. You always have to do something with your plus frames.
Expecting it.
Oh, the
Oh my
shimmy.
gosh.
Caught the 5A. Oh, drop on the confirm. All right, caught the stand tech probably. Or maybe that jump option select that we were talking about earlier. Both of those would have got caught by that. Missing a dash block, gets picked up by Thanatos.
My.
Just takes the knockaway. Double
Ooh.
overhead, caught the throw
That's
tech.
beautiful.
And this should be the round and the game here for Riddle. ties things up one apiece.
1-1.
So we've seen really patient play from both sides thus far. I
Yes.
want to see Riddle contesting the Vorpal cycle a lot more.
We went for...
Yeah, that's my dolly.
That was one intense ground start.
Yeah, sometimes the Yomi layers come through thick and fast. Okay, he will have the meter in time. Need to find a better place for this chat. Yeah, this is just...
Yeah.
Sometimes you have those rounds where all of your ideas to get out of Weboki just fail. Delayed tech? No, doesn't quite get it. And there's no break on the throw. Probably looking for the meaty.
How do I even commentate that part?
Look, man, I call that a jog.
Okay.
It's just one of those games.
Gotcha.
You just gotta let it slide, not worry about it too much.
Sure.
All right, looked for the TRM, but Jordan, pretty notorious for not option selecting.
Ooh.
Oh,
That
reset?
was really good.
That was a...
Grabs the overhead.
Sometimes you do everything right, and you're just not in time. The dash under was smart.
Yes.
But I think he wasn't 100% sure on which side he needed a 3C on. All right, maintaining Vorpal here, 200 bar. This is exactly where Byac wants to be.
The webs.
3 webs, baits the reversal. Yeah, and a good adjustment. Gets the side switch back into the corner. Had to adjust his web setup a little bit to deal with the back tech, given the fact that he had crossed over top of him. But the 6-6C to whiff punish Thanatos trying to anti-air. Oh, just the walk-up throw after, man.
I never knew Jordan was the grappler type.
Jordan's Byac is playing like he hasn't been learning Chaos for the last 3 months.
I know. Spider Boy.
I've noticed that too with myself. Like, every time I go back to play Wagner after playing a lot of Seth, everything's still there. It just takes a little while for it to like just come back in your head.
Oh, I understand that very well.
And Jordan's had like 2 sets now to get the Byac back. Catches the option select actually. Good TRM there from Jordan.
Lots of patience here. Oh. Riddle takes first.
CS just goes for 5A instead.
Tricky.
Yeah, if there's one thing that Riddle can take away from these sets that we've seen today for sure, it's just knowing, especially in this set, understanding how to contest and control the Vorpal cycle in neutral. There's been a lot of spots where he could have done a lot more to not lose Vorpal. Nice break. Yeah, but that option select we were talking about earlier, dealing with the 2A mash from Ori, her fastest normal, and it's a low, so air normals will just go clean over it.
I think Riddle's now finally adjusting to his grabs.
Yeah, and that's a Yomi play there from Jordan, because I was mentioning it earlier, but you're +8 after your throw is teched,
Yeah.
so usually you'll press a button. So the next level play is to reversal. But Riddle not taking any of it, just blocks it out, knows he can relax. 5 seconds left on the clock, Byac can't do enough damage fast enough. This just bends around.
Yeah.
All right, Riddle looking to keep things close.
Still fight, lots of fight.
Yeah, and the force
I was
function pressure
expecting
from Ori does lose her the Vorpal cycle in a lot of spots. And it's something that I've noticed Ben going for in his strings that I feel like he doesn't like need to show that consistently.
Yeah.
Because the cost of Vorpal in matches like this is huge.
I feel like Byakuya can break it easily.
All right, knockdown into the webs. Unfortunately, CS'd earlier, so he did have that lockout, but the crouch shield at the wrong time shimmies him out and just
Ooh.
option selects
Like
against
that.
the VO. Actually, didn't even 5A, just hard baited it.
Yeah.
Just went to shimmy one more time. And this is set point for Jordan. Looking to go 3-0 thus far, and only 4 matches to play today. Oh, caught the walk back with 2B. CS. Dash up throw. Left a big enough gap that was able to just regular throw out of block stun. And here we go. This will be up to Ben to get out of, because even if Jordan gets a drop like he had there, you still have the web underneath to kind of keep your advantage.
Yeah.
All right, good block on the overhead. And still that first web there.
That's tricky.
But with Byok attacking the throw, the web goes away. Ben just waits it out, finds his chance to counter poke. I want to see him instant overhead, but instead just opts for the full charge Divine Thrust CS. Gives him a bunch of bar, but loses the Vorpal cycle when he could have controlled it again.
Opted for the grab.
CS just walk forward, grab, no response. Sets a web, grab. You know it's coming at some point. Oh, the dead zone.
Oh, he's playing
Catches the
tricky
press.
here.
15 seconds left on the clock. He should be dead here, especially with him getting Vorpal. Keep it nice and simple.
Oh, and that's
Cutting it a
another one.
little bit close there with the damage.
Yeah.
He was below 30%, so could have done another super just to guarantee it.
And if it didn't work, he would play with the time.
Well, if you do one more super and then cancel into Infinite Worth in the same place, you just guarantee the kill. Because
Oh, yeah.
he killed on the last hit of the Infinite Worth. That was definitely keeping it close. And you can see, it's just Yomi games at this point. There's no other reason for you to run up and assault in someone's face 3 times as they're down backing.
That's very true.
All right, change it to keep his turn.
Catch him.
Yep, maybe caught a jump or 5A.
I don't believe it was 5A. Getting these webs in.
Just
No
immediate
reject.
throw.
Oh boy.
Yep, gets the back throw up into the web. Drop on the confirm, but CS on Byok's side, you're still stuck here.
Ooh, no
And, this,
CS.
and in spots like this is where I like guard thrust a lot, actually.
Ah,
Even though it grid breaks yourself when you don't have Vorpal, Byok controls Vorpal so well that if you get hit, you're likely not winning another cycle for a while. Great 6 XP to catch the
caught the
backdash.
backdash.
And that's set round here for Jordan. But yeah, if you're ever in a spot like that, guard thrust just knocks them back and resets to neutral.
Like
so
push block, huh?
even though you're grid broken,
Yeah.
you now have a neutral reset, which
Yeah.
is hugely valuable to you if you can't find a way to get out of that kind of situation. Something that not a lot of players opt for.
I think it'd be very good for Ori, how she can control that space very well, too.
Yeah, like resetting to neutral as Ori is great.
Yeah.
Because your neutral is amazing.
Wow.
Oh, the meaty 6B. CS for the higher damage confirm. Early enough in the cycle that he can win it back. Delay rise. Just backdashes out of it. You have to contest the
patient.
cycle now. You're down in Vorpal.
Counter.
Yeah, probably check with a 2-8 press to check
Yeah.
the walk in. And now you have no Vorpal. You have meter, but it's Byok with meter and CS after the web knockdown.
Oh,
Tries to do the Ojito,
Yeah.
but only 2 people can do that against Jordan, and that's Ojito himself and me. I think you have to play Seth. Except I've definitely wake up 2 seed with Wagner and had it work. Nice reversal.
Wow.
Instant overhead. It would have been
Get
enough
me
to
set
kill.
Ooh.
And goes low.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's definitely the I've seen you play a lot, because Ben has only gone for Assault
Overhead.
JA,
Yeah.
the instant overhead, during the 2-2C lockdown for the last little while.
Very smart.
So just opts up, knows that Jordan will know that, just dash up 2A.
Like,
And we're final round here in the set.
whoa.
This is anybody's set.
Bless you.
All right, Jordan with a poke out. Mid-screen web, so not the best knockdown.
He's going to push him into it, huh?
Good break though, webs go away. And maintains control of Vorpal. Caught the option select. Cross up knockdown. Keep it safe. The backdash cost him the cycle there. Jordan though just uses it to extend his turn. But again, the backdash pretty much resetting the contest for Vorpal. 6 XP, that big poke for Byok. CS man, that
Raw
was
dog.
that was an antsy VO. Just
Dude, the 6B
reversals
was-
through the 6B. One more hit on either side can do it. 14 seconds left on the clock. The pushback and the whiff punish.
Looks like Jordan's going to take this match.
That's Jordan Desu in a great, really close set. Takes it 3 games to 2.
Very good. Man,
That was a banger.
that actually was a cool set. I like that a lot.
構える気はないもしあの子に手を出しているのはその限りで
Jordan laugh.
Man, that was some good ass uni.
That really was.
That was some good ass uni.
Sometimes it was hard. But you know what? It was very intelligent. I really liked how they were trying to catch each other's backdashes and just playing it like this.
Yeah, you can see that
How do I
they both want to stay in the range where the Yomi layers are in play.
Yeah. Call that perpendicular? Is that what you call it?
Just playing alongside everybody.
All right, someone take over me.
The big sigh from Ben. He knows he could have had that, but man, close sets like that.
That was wild. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm out now.
All right, so the next set we're going to have for you is going to be Mr. Kevin O'Rex up against Frost. So some Eltnum Waldstein action. Man, that was some good ass uni. And there's a lot that both players can look back at that set and see, especially when you have like something that's that close. Interesting. Okay. Oh, you still have nothing? All right, some minor technical issues, but we're back
Hello.
with more Under Night In-Birth Exilate. ST for the Sony PlayStation 4. I'm EFGC Dad, and Jordan Desu is back off of his hot victory.
Yo. That was
gotta reset
a
this again.
lot of fun.
That was a banger of a set. And
Let's see.
up next, an interesting set between Frost and Mr. Kevin Orex.
Let's see how he does in this matchup.
Yeah, I think the lack of matchup knowledge against Waldstein might be his downfall. This is definitely a matchup where if you don't know what's going on, you can just get blundered.
Yeah.
That's most grappler matchups, but Waldstein in particular has a pretty good blunder. Oh, nice, he does this route. I do this route.
Nice.
Good shield on the jump in. Just takes the reload. I don't mind that. Eltonum with bullets versus Eltonum without bullets in this matchup is a huge difference.
Ooh.
Oh, no break on the throw. That's tricky if you're not looking out for it. 20 frames sounds like a lot, but if you're thinking about other things, 20 frames is way too little time.
Especially when he cancels it, moves into it.
Yeah. But good anti-air. Gets to the other side, but doesn't quite get the median time. Still have the wake-up protection. Nice reversal. Doesn't let him stay in the air for too long. Ooh, man, 2C actually hitting that far. I actually like that option, the Assault G2B, to try and deal with anti-airs. Anything to kind of throw off your trajectory in the air, I think is useful against people who are dealing with your anti-airs.
That's true. But man, Waldstein just kind of doesn't care.
Yeah, Waldstein just kind of continues holding forward until you give him a reason not to. So like Waldstein has a very interesting power curve based on the level that it's at. Like
Yeah.
Waldstein at low level is godlike. Then Waldstein like the step above is garbage. But then Waldstein the step above is godlike again.
Yeah. And then you come with garbage again.
And then it gets godlike again, and then it's trash.
Yeah.
Oh, catches the backdash.
Ooh, tried mashing 2C there. Interesting drop, but resets its command throw.
Yeah, would have caught a button if Eltonum had pressed anything.
Ooh, this
Catches
is a
the
big
run,
starter.
and he's dead.
Yup. That did 3K by itself.
That was 2 moves.
Yup.
Huge starter for Waldstein.
Doesn't believe in it though.
All right, gets the counter hit. Good recognition to pick up with 2B there, actually. 5cc keeps it plus.
Ooh.
Yeah, unless you're used to dealing with a Waldstein, especially a Waldstein as jumpy as Frost, you can get blown up for trying to shield things, being late on your anti-airs. CS gives him a gap, reversals out, and gives him the corner as well.
Just put some half screen. Oh. Yeah.
Goes for the reset. Eltonum just stopped in to block it out, but the dash up 2B, 2A rather, caught with the jump, as Waldstein is one to do. And yeah, it's kind of been what we were expecting, where Waldstein is definitely a matchup knowledge character.
Yeah.
Like Waldstein, Carmine, and Gordo. And then I guess like Hilda as well.
I'd say Hilda more than Gordo.
I think Gordo has like enough matchup knowledge stuff to warrant it, but
Yeah.
definitely Waldstein, Carmine, and Hilda are like the matchup knowledge characters. Nice the 2C. Doesn't quite get the meter to extend. All right, he's got repeat pressure too.
Damn. Let's go.
Just goes to meaty. He's got to count the bullets.
Take Yoshi.
Oh, he didn't count his bullets.
It's okay.
That
Still
is
slightly safe.
it's something kind of hard for newer Elton players. Man, Assault J2B is godlike.
I mean, it covers a bit of space. Nice, max range 2C. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you have to microdash that ricochet link.
I wonder why Frost has been dropping a bunch of combos.
I'm not sure. Could just be nerves. Oh, nice block on the double overhead.
Command throws immediately.
I think he was looking for the grid break because he saw that he green shielded the second overhead.
Ooh.
All right, reversals through the meaty.
Loses a cycle though. I don't think that matters too much right now.
We'll see what Mr. Kevin RX can do with it. Just opts for the normal DP. Doesn't do the classic EX cutting sync for Eldon. Oh, no punish. Nice 2B.
The
Yeah,
hit
but
match
the
done.
check just not quite enough. And that's going to be Frost taking it 3-0 over Mr. Kevin RX. And we are running down to the last few sets that we can play here. Who have you played Drew?
I think I have one more player left, and that's Drew.
And I think that's Drew.
Yeah. Ben has yet to play Kevin.
Where's Drew?
Yeah.
You just played Jordan will play Drew.
Yeah.
You just played Jordan will play Drew. So you don't play 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Unless we want Drew.
I think we're fine to have it do. So just do this. People already breaking out the... Okay. I had another black flash, so I'm just going to have them restart the console. Before you guys start, can you restart my PS4? It's doing the thing where it black screens when people plug in stuff. So I don't know if it's my setup overheating or if it's my converters, but we'll just reset it and see if that resolves stuff. All right, so we will be back in just a moment. We're just trying to get these minor technical issues sorted out.
Oh yeah, sure.
And joining me on the mics, it's a new voice. It's Frost. What's good?
Yo, what's up? I've been too busy practicing to get on mic.
It's all good. Yeah, we've just been having it's coming back. We've just been having a couple of small issues with the setup, so we're just giving it a restart, making sure everything is good to go for all of our players here. And this is the final match for Jordan in the first phase of the round robin.
Yep.
We will have a bit more in-depth phase next week when it is not negative a billion degrees outside
Yeah.
and everyone's vehicles can start.
Damn, I could hear that slurp really well.
Yeah, you gotta not do that.
What, ASMR? Yo, I heard. Do you know how bad it
They
was?
got a sub for that.
Okay, Jordan eating chips the last night in voice chat. I was about to be like, Jordan, shit the fuck.
All right, we're just gonna do buttons beforehand.
Damn, those buttons.
Okay, so I do have the players, right? So Jordan Desu up against Marble House. We'll see if it's the Byac or the Chaos. Jordan's been playing a lot more Byac today, so I would assume that he's gonna stick with the Byac.
Yeah, he's Byac. This is $5, man.
There's money on the line, man.
Yeah.
You gotta make it to top 4, and then you gotta play another round robin, and then you gotta make top 2 in that, and then you still have another set. It is a grind to win this event, but we'll see how it goes. Just the dash up 2B catches the walk back, and Marble House's Merkava getting things started early. Nice break on the gold throw. Throws him back in the corner. This should be Jordan's cycle.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't confirm the overhead, but not definitely respecting the little too much here.
All right, just looks for the shimmy. Keeps the staggers.
Tries-
Yeah, caught the 3 COS.
This is a lot of damage here.
And importantly, the setup afterwards.
Look at that Gerd cycle.
I mean, that's Byac on hit for you. Good block. CS to make it safe. Oh, but caught the press with a frame trap.
Yeah.
This is enough damage to kill, but we'll see if he just wants to run the setup one more time. Just does not for either of them. Just takes a throw. Good blocks, and should have a side switch if he wants it.
The side switch combo is actually kind of difficult in that situation.
It also doesn't do as much damage, and I understand if you're Marble House in this position, you need to make the life difference a lot smaller before you start taking risks like that.
Oh,
Man,
dive
that dive kick was actually in an advantageous frame situation.
Yeah, really? So he can get plus frames off of dive kick there?
Oh, dive kick can be mad plus.
Oh, sure.
Dive kick's weird. It's entirely spacing dependent on for the frame data. Oh, nice dash block buffer rather.
Yeah. Puts Drew in drops the combo. Gets out of the Oki.
Oh, the overhead. The low that gets charged into an overhead. Does he get the shield? No, he's one too early.
Vorpal going to Marble.
Yeah, and
Oh.
Jordan actually not watching the cycle. Thought he would be able to CS at the end of the Rekka, but a crucial shield from Drew won him back the cycle. CS throw,
Good
no
throw.
dive kick.
No back throw. Oh, gets out of it.
The cursed reversal, not even going to give him let him finish, so gets the unfortunate air hit. A little bit trickier to confirm
Could have
off
had
of.
the guard break there, but goes for the overhead for the more damage. Yeah. The kill, but not able to confirm it.
Yeah, take the
Misses
setup
that.
here. One more mix. Maintain Vorpal. This is a rough spot. You know the throw's coming at some point.
Jordan throws? I don't believe you.
Really good green shields, though, from Merkava. Just to push Byakuya away at a range where his normals can't continue the pressure. Nice backdash. He's got to watch the CS. Oh,
gets
gold throw.
TRM.
Wasn't quite ready. Not even a TRM. No red.
No?
Sometimes you're just thinking about other things and you don't take the throw.
Yeah.
Caught the option select. Might need to drop his combo to win the cycle. Yeah, so Byakuya's going to come out on top with that cycle. Worm confirm? That would have been hot if he got that.
Ooh, goes right over top.
Yeah, whiff 3C is a little rough for Merkava.
Can he only go into flight on hit? Or on
I
block?
don't believe you can go into flight off 3C.
Ooh, that was an interesting.
That one I'm not 100% sure on, though. All right, blocks on the reversal chain shift. No dive kick, just goes for assault. Dash up, there you go.
Catches the OS. Or no, not even an OS.
No, just a stand tech.
Yeah. Jacket here with the cycle. You might want to just zone it. Oh, gets hit by.
Yeah, that was the one thing that could have cost him was that 6-6C from Byakuya at that range. Wins himself back to cycle at the cost of a hit.
This is gonna kill him though.
Yeah, full bar from Byak should be enough. Doesn't even need it.
No.
And a close fought first game, but it does go to Jordan Des.
Desu. Jordan Desu.
All right, game two. Pretty close in that first game. Just it really came down to who made fewer mistakes. Man, English is difficult when you've been commentating for a while.
Oh shit. This guy. Dart. I can't.
All right, game number two.
Dartag.
We'll see how Merkava deals
Dartag.
with the changes that they need to make.
What's up?
Oh, the counter hit. That's kind of a difficult hit confirm to get from that range. Nice shield, but unfortunately don't get your turn back against flight there. You just get the grid,
Oh,
which
plus
is more
there.
than fine. Oh, and
good
just a
throw.
dash up throw.
Is he gonna go for work? Oh, gets the frame trap there.
Caught a stand shield. Great spot to be as Merkava.
Yeah, EX Worms.
You can't
with
get the good setup,
Vorpal.
unfortunately, but
He has to hold this.
Jordan probably will respect it regardless.
Oh, good blocks there.
Just goes low each time. Man, empty low out of flight. Isn't quite going to build the meter, I don't think. Oh, he is actually going to, but doesn't have an OTG left. And just caught probably the chain shift mash. Nice assault over the 2C to extend pressure.
Shoots there. Gets caught. Trying to jump out.
Solid shielding, though, wins Jordan the Vorpal cycle, but empty low again.
Yeah. Good. Yes, reversal there.
Yeah, I don't think he had time to press anything else.
No.
Had to commit to the reversal. Fishing for the TRM, but Not giving it to him.
Reversal there.
Should be
for-
grounded hit. Yeah, so you can get the hard confirm. Didn't quite dash far enough. That confirm is very tight.
Oh, good low glide there.
Marble House doesn't miss it a lot, but still difficult regardless.
Oh my god.
Flight's messed up, man.
Yo, that shades of wall jump C.
This makes Wall Jump C look like a toddler's toy. You think your mix is good? Here's real mix. And on the back of that mix-up, Marble House ties it up.
Yes, a flying walled. Imagine that. That is Merkava in a nutshell.
All right, just getting controllers reconnected.
Interesting.
Thank you.
He's getting all the money right now.
Got to get people's entry fees, man.
Did you take pesos?
No.
Damn it.
こんばんは。ファーストフローディバイド。
All right, here we go. An important game for this set. Winning game 3 when you're 1-1 is
Yeah.
super important.
Winning any game is important. Just with the momentum. Right now, momentum's in Marble's favor.
That being said, the solid patient play from Jordan wins in the cycle.
Yeah.
Does take the hit, but a little bit awkward to confirm off of.
Oh, good stagger there. Catching Jordan mashing. Worms. Gonna throw? No.
He's going to empty low every time, but, you know, sometimes it's just the conditioning.
Oh. Still in block zone there. Couldn't get
Just dashes under, but
flying backwards, trying to get the JC hit on the backside.
yeah, a little bit sketchy spot to be in, but makes it out all right. Byok with the cycle,
Gets him out
block
of
it
it.
out, doesn't opt for the shield. Was one too early last time, and sometimes it's not worth going for, but the 3C for the anti-air.
Yeah. Comes off the ground, kicking you in the sky.
What a mash.
Yeah, great mash there.
That's not usually a spot where people would look to dash up after. Yeah, good block's gonna get him the cycle.
Good poke there, catching the extended hurt box.
Yeah, a little bit close for 6-6C, but just gets the inside hurt box.
Yeah, this is gonna be. What can Jordan do? Oh, he messes up. But gets two webs and.
Actually caught the dive kick too. Solid confirm too.
I'm wondering why he dive kicked while the web was still there.
It's Merkava. Dive kick's usually an option that will get you out of a lot of spots. Damn, he actually had time to throw him.
Okay, it's 1-1 apiece, looking a lot like the first game.
5B just a little bit too slow there for him.
Oh, 60 round start. I know Jordan likes to do that later in the sets.
Yeah, Byok 6-6B, a really strong round start option. And with this much meter as well, gives you the corner, gives you the webs.
Not close enough for the throw, but
Solid patience from Marble House.
long 5A there, catching. Drop combo,
Respects the web.
trying to win back Vorpal, uses it.
Oh, and the TRM.
TRM.
Jor's been incorporating more of those. Makes the offense a lot scarier if you can't OS.
I don't know when people are gonna be mashing throw to get someone to TRM. Because no one's gonna be can throw tech a command throw, right?
Yeah, as Waldstein, it's not as useful,
Yeah, because
but it is still something to be aware of.
yeah.
Because you can actually TRM with command throw.
Yeah. Well, they're still in box time, but it's very difficult to get the person to be in that situation where they are pressing at that stage, from that point.
Just like anything, it's just conditioning.
あとはお願い200円やこんばんはファーストフローディバイド
All right, Jordan, one game away from going undefeated in the first phase of the round robin.
焦らないね我が楽団
No shield on 63A, so +1. Nice. Showing a 3 COS.
CS. Oh, 3C.
And a 3 COS of Marble Houses.
Yeah.
Snipes him out of the sky.
3C loops.
Yeah, plays it nice and slow to win the cycle.
Oh,
That was a cheeky little concentrate.
yeah.
Side switch for Byac with the meter as well. This is exactly where you want to be as Byac. All right, gets the 3 webs. Overhead, good blocks. A nice challenge.
Yeah, very good challenge.
There are gaps in between when the webs are active or not, so there are times when you can choose to take your turn. Oh, just goes for the frame trap.
Lots of damage because of worms here.
He can kill here if he wants to.
No, goes.
Opts for the good setup, though, because the worms trigger immediately. There's nothing you can do to delay and get out of the worms. Chain shift just respects it. Oh, caught the press.
Yeah, pressing and not trying to hold defense, and maybe.
He can kill here.
Yeah, he's. This is a.
I don't think this will kill, though.
No, it'll time out though, unless we see something chip. Does Jordan realize?
You know that you have to go for throw here. Yeah.
And no, Marble takes it.
Yeah, it gets enough damage in time. In that spot, the only thing you can lose to is throw. It's the only thing that does enough damage fast enough.
Yeah.
And Jordan had the meter to go into an IWEX ender, but he tried to greed it out a little bit, thinking he
Well,
had the timeout win. It was pretty close, just the misplay a little bit, going for the throw a bit too early.
I do believe that Drew's whirly arms, any of his whirly arms would do damage because they're really fast succession hits.
So the chip, yes, but in that spot, you don't know, like, you have to do enough chip fast enough. And throw is the only thing that will guarantee the victory.
Yeah.
So you could see that they were kind of scrambling around throw in that situation. All right, Vorpal Strip still gets the setup. Still a winnable cycle here for Marble House, though. Oh, caught the counter poke. That could be an important cycle here. Gives him the meter? No, not quite. Gets the reversal. Misses the confirm, but that one's pretty hard. Sees the gap, just alive. And just goes for the press. And that's set point here for Jordan. We'll see if Marble House can clutch it out and bring us to a game 5. Yeah, caught the OS. Just wants to zone and get the worms. And good whiff punish as well.
Yeah.
Jordan opting to destroy the worms, but does let Marble House get a hit with that Assault JA. No CS, so couldn't get the confirm off the instant overhead. A little bit too far for the TRM. Oh, caught the stand tech with a counter hit.
Yeah.
Waited just long enough. Unfortunate drop,
Delayed-
though.
Yeah, delay tech there is going to catch him with the 3C. Another
You can
drop.
see the nerves on both of these
Yeah.
players. CS Assault JC? No, he just wants 5A. Looks for another TRM.
Oh, mashing there.
Yeah, probably caught dive kick if I'd have to imagine. Strip Vorpal here, take the setup. Does this kill?
No. It's too
It does!
I was off by like 30 damage then.
That was close. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to commit to saying, but Jordan, undefeated in the first section of our round robin. 4 games, 0 losses.
Yeah, it was Byakuya is like #1 in Edmonton after your Wagner and maybe well, your Wagner is probably tied with his Byakuya, but
It's definitely a very dangerous threat to come up against.
yeah.
Nevertheless.
And then there's also Keenan. Keenan's the top player, but Jordan's a close second.
All right, so have you played Drew? Sorry, have you played Ben?
Yes, the only one I haven't played is Drew yet. That's here.
Yes, okay. Who have you not played yet? Okay, let's run that. I thought I had this scheduled out properly.
Yeah,
All right, so next up is Mr. Kevin O'Rex
Kevin Rex.
up against Riddle.
How many Kevins do we have now? Oh my.
This is 4 Kevins.
4 Kevins? I thought it was. This is
We have Gear Kev, we have Uni Kev, we have other Gear Kev, and now we have other Uni Kev.
Nice. Ah. We're down by 2 to Steve's.
Steve's not coming quite through. Jordan, hop on for me.
Eltnum versus Aurier. What do you think about this matchup, Jordan?
Hello. Well, this matchup is pretty weird. I don't think this is gonna be too crazy of a matchup. Outlam just pressure stuff, and Aurier just plays a really, really strong neutral in this matchup. So
Yeah. Well, like when Eltnum is able to get in, I don't think Aurier has enough defensive options. Deal with it.
if you have CS, that's enough. But
Yeah.
gotta win that
We're gonna
first.
see a lot of Divine Thrust CSs though, probably.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know if he needs it yet.
He's Oh, we should swap the names around.
Oh yeah, we have the. Oh wait, the names are.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, there we go.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, gets caught stand shielding. Or shielding. Oh, lots of shields there.
Probably
Wins the
was-
Vorpal, but loses half his HP getting poked out. Oh, good jump there. With the throw. Good tick throw.
2B tick throw is pretty hard.
Yeah.
to mess around with.
Oh, OS's. 3C.
Uh-oh. This is just an entire game of Ben not believing in his hits.
Oh, standing overhead. Lots of bullying and neutral from Ben here.
Oh. Ben just fine doing stagger pressure.
Yeah.
This is big damage.
Aurier with the big damages.
Couldn't find the right hit.
3C, no confirm. Yes, he is here to contest to wake up. Is he gonna do it? No, maybe.
Take the huge plus.
Yes, there we go. This is big damage. Loses Vorpal, but what is he gonna do? Lots of stagger pressure here.
Hasn't found a way to deal with just mashing force function.
Yeah,
Was that two?
that was
Does he
the
have
first
2
game.
games?
That was the first game.
That was
Don't
the
get-
first game.
They don't get too
Oh,
crazy.
that
right
is
then.
the first game. It was going by so fast, man. I don't know.
So fast. Oh, overhead. That's shit.
Nobody
Sorry.
blocks that, which I'm okay with. Kind of, not really though.
Yeah, just the 5A re-pressure. I don't think he knows too much about it. CS, super plus. Gets probably caught stand taking. Oh, the cross under. You get hit by that always once.
CS hit 2C.
Breakdance. CS breakdance.
Mind Thrust gets beaten by 2C.
Okay. See a hit here from
In the corner.
gets the bullets. Oh,
Shields
gets
the
good
jump in.
shield there.
Another cross up.
Yeah. I like to see more like gunshots in neutral here. In the right ranges.
It's a little rough to try and do that.
Well, like, no, not charge gunshots. More like
Just 236A, because
236A CS, 236A, or 236A. And then, like, play from there, because it's out for a long time, so... Hitting Aurier, like, Divine Thrusting like this. Boom, yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
Oh, gets to the shield break.
Ben's really good at placing his divine thrust. It's crazy. DTCS? No.
No, DP. Not enough to kill, but oh, DP's right back here. Oh, good throw, not enough. Oh! Too late on the reactions, but good try.
Now they're both down meter.
Good catch of the shield there. Not believing in his hits, but oh, loses Vorpal off that hit.
Oh,
Wake
okay.
up, overhead.
Divine thrust. No, that was about to kill too. Unfortunate.
Good block there. Oh, almost catches it.
DTCS, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's game.
Okay, Jordan. I gotta leave you. I gotta
That was
play.
3, right?
We're gonna get some world gameplay. Woo!
That was 3, right? Yeah, that was 3. No, because it says 6-1. Yeah. Cool. Up next, we have Steven versus Drew. We don't know where Drew is. Yeah. When? Wait, what's Steven up to? Because Drew Steven's next.
Am I commentating with Destiny?
If you want, yeah.
Destiny, let's go.
Uh,
Turn me up, bro.
yeah, you're up. You're up.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes. Well, let's change Frost to BLSOL.
Let's see when. And then we have to update the.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
see. Kevin, Steven versus Drew. Oh wait, we haven't updated this game yet. Where is he? This one.
Looks like we have a lot of people missing here, huh?
Yeah, it's 5 people. These guys weren't here yet.
My oh my. Who wants to come in this weather?
Right?
I did, but I got dropped.
I mean, I was on the way home from school anyway, so jumping by here isn't too hard.
Ah.
Yeah, this matchup is Steven versus Drew, so Waldstein versus Merkava.
Yo, man, they gonna choose a favorite song? Yo, yeah, they are.
Of course. Flames of Destiny
that.
Mika theme?
We got a Wald fan here.
Waldstein's kind of fun, man. It's crazy.
I'm gonna call it. Steven's gonna start with a hit.
6-6B is really
He's
fast.
gonna do this.
Yeah.
Just watch. Oh shit. Oh whoops! I should watch my language.
Alright. Getting started.
Got the button setups though. Oh, let's go. Round 1's looking pretty crisp with these buttons.
Yup. About to get into it. I think
Wall.
yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
Wald,
yeah, do it.
Wald 66B is one frame faster than
Makaba
Makaba
taking
5B.
advantage of the big range that he got. Ooh.
Can't really press there.
Yeah, you really can. Is that an over? Oh, no, it's not. Smacked out of it.
Oh, isn't it?
He's taking
Oh, then it would
advantage.
trade if that's the case. Ooh.
Ooh. Wake up
reversal?
reversal, yeah.
It's really hard to contest that reversal because
It also seems very hard to punish.
Yeah, it's safe.
Ooh. He waited. Huh. Looks like the delay did not work out. But
Reversal command throw. Puts him in the corner. He's in a good spot here, so sees his jump.
ooh,
Catches him landing. He's gonna be dead.
I knew he was gonna go for it. It looks like he has his habit on jumping quite a bit.
Yeah.
Drew's gonna play where he likes it most away.
Yeah.
He's also not afraid to go in.
Caught him mashing 2C there. Caught him mashing again.
Is that 2C?
Uh,
I don't know. This move.
yeah, that one. I think that was 2C. 66B could have been that too. Or 2B. It's kind of hard to tell.
About that.
That's overhead.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Worm.
you have to block that to be able to punish it.
Was that an overhead?
Yeah, it's an overhead.
Oh, I see.
It's a free punish if you block it though, so it's kind of risky to go for. Well, Drew's up 1 now, so let's see if we can turn this around.
Drew's gonna go back. Don't care.
Yup.
Oh, he tried.
Ooh.
Very good for Steven. He's gonna take advantage. Look at that. He knows it's big heavy.
Mashes
But,
2A.
yep, he mashed out of it.
Brings him to the corner.
He went
Oh,
for the,
reset.
yep, the reset.
Catches him out of 3C. Tries to anti or 4B, but nice for it.
Steven taking big advantage of the big range that he got.
Kinda has to. Oh, this
He is that type of guy. And we got the first round going to Steven. Oh boy. Look at that.
Yeah, you can't really fly in this matchup against Waldstein because he controls so much of the
Why,
space
why would you want
upstairs.
to try against those big fat claws of his?
That's true.
That.
Ooh,
Then, oh,
and,
he just fell and hit it with the lows.
I think it's one more hit.
Ooh, yep, he did the same thing again.
I think he messed up his reversal and he got caught for it.
He's the type of guy to take those. Oh, he went for the overhead this time.
Yep.
Very tricky, this man. That is 50-50, 50-50. Okay. Oh, he got him. He knew he was sensing that he was gonna go back, but he just went straight for the attack. The worm's hitting him.
Worms are bros, man.
Worms are awesome. What do you mean? No, it's not actually. All right. Yeah, he's fishing for his jump.
Man, Glide is so fast.
It's tricky too.
Doesn't get a worm Oki because he didn't have meter.
Just went fast into the corner and hit it. Ooh. Assaulted over? Is that an assault?
That was 6C, 3C. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Ooh, that caught dive kick.
Ooh.
Let's see if he's careful. Ooh,
Oh.
I traded. That sucks. Oh well. Now
So
that
we got 2 match for Marble.
Ooh. There we go.
All right, match point for our good friend Drew, aka Marble House. But Steven's thirsty. Said, "Take my salt in my fist."
Good start though.
Very good.
Oh,
Ooh, but he
That sucks.
jumped. His habit of jumping is showing.
yeah. I think that was command throw actually.
Could be.
Blocks it. He's trying to mash the fireball.
It's tricky again.
He's been
He has
missing that
worms.
link today.
Serps, worms coming in. Wow.
Plus.
Blocking all of that. Oh, there we go. Got the counter hit.
I think they should be deaf if he's been doing it. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Drew wins the cycle, and now we're back in neutral
He's
with
trying to catch his jumping. He's going to keep that space. Drew has no need to go forward. Look at that. But Steven was big patient here. No punish. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Drew read the command
He
there.
did. He got a straight punish for it. All right, match round for Drew. Let's see if Steven takes one. He's off 2 grids. He's really coming in on him.
Yeah. Is he gonna spend it to bridge it?
Yes.
Yes, he will.
Ooh, he finished it this time. No reset. I see
Messes
it.
up his meaning.
It's fine. He has. Oh, turns out there's
2C.
more. That doesn't look like it'll hit, to be honest. All
It
right.
did not.
My oh my.
Steven still has a chance now.
Hit him with the 6-6P, right? Is that what's called?
Yeah.
Ooh, he caught his habit on jumping. But
This should be able to bring him to the. Oh, doesn't choose not to do it.
he goes his pressure on. Ooh.
That's a frame trap.
Ooh, command grab.
He should be dead here, I think. Maybe not. Drew now has turned back, and he's about to win the cycle too, so this might be bad for Steven.
I don't want my boy to lose. Ooh. Oh,
Double down. Ooh, we have another round here.
wow. Oh boy.
Oh, that's wild.
Caught him with the 2C, tried mashing out of it.
He's in the corner now.
This is Drew, what Drew likes, his pressure, his specialty here. But Upwards Clause says otherwise.
Oh,
Caught him
man.
with this habit on jumping again.
Oh,
my
J2C is wild. Mega plus.
Very good.
Takes his turn, brings him to the corner. Safe.
Oh, he caught him trying to mash out of it. He is not dead.
Blocks it. SCS now? Oh.
Yes.
Alright.
We got a high counter, he tried hitting him out of it. And Drew takes the
Drew takes it.
set?
Yeah.
Best of 3? Yeah.
Ooh. That was crazy. Two people wilding out. I like it. Uh-oh. There we go.
Go.
I think that's all of it today. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, it's EFGC Dad back. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Into the Hollow Knight. This is the end of the first phase of the round robin. Tune in next week where we continue the round robin featuring all 9 of our competitors. The current standings at the end of the first day. Undefeated at 4 wins and 0 losses is Jordan Desu. In second place, it's Riddlemaster at 3-1. Third place is Marble House at 3-2. At fourth is Frost with 1-3. And at the back is Mr. Kevin O'Rex at 0-4, but there's still a lot of uni to be played left. Next week, joining them, we will have Shibiwana Kotsky, Justin McGhost, Seth?
Maybe?
Troner Bonners, Mika, and Shams probably Hyde. Maybe Elton, but probably Hyde. So that's going to be it for Into the Hollow Knight for this week. Stick around. We're just going to leave the stream running for some casual sets between everybody here. For me, EFGC Dad, and everyone here, thank you for tuning in and stick around for some more casual action.